Well, it's been a minute. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching everything I've done in between then and now. This is vlog number 79, the last vlog of 2018. Let's just jump into it. It's my Bob Claggett notebook. Thank you, Bob, on my notes right here. The bullet sign. This was a rush job. It was very funny. I woke up that Monday with no real plan to make a video of anything in particular. I have some ideas. I always have a loose couple of ideas. But that came across my email and they needed it as soon as possible. Making an interior sign is fairly easy. And notice here I did a lot of woodwork, CNC'd real easily. Piece of Lexan that I had. Just goes to show you if you have the tools and the material laying around, you can pretty much make whatever you need. This is something I've been wanting to make since I was a little kid. I finally got around to making it. I'm really proud of this. This is a very big accomplishment for me. It's something on my bucket list, my so-called maker's bucket list. I want to make more different styles. I'm going to spend a little bit more time studying different types of locks, and we'll see. It could be a small little series. Who knows? It was a lot of fun, so thank you for watching. That video is doing really well. It's up now if you haven't seen it. The sign video and that, they're both up. Some of you guys might know Jocko's maker knife. If you haven't been following Jocko's stories, he was in Hong Kong for the last several weeks preparing and getting all these orders done. He's done a special edition DiResta version to honor me. Jocko, thank you very, very much. Pretty amazing. He was able to figure out this whole process the way he did. Incredible. So look for Jocko's maker knife. It's shipping soon, and I can't imagine it's not going to be an ongoing product, just like my ice picks, for instance. So Jocko, congratulations, and thank you again, my friend. Thank you very much. That's my new keychain cut at A&E Manufacturing. My friends over at A&E cut these for me, and me and Brett put them on the leather. These are in the store right now. They may be sold out by the time this publishes, but there will be more. We made a few hundred of these. They're stainless steel stencils for your keychain. Something I've been wanting to do for a really long time. So thank you to my buddy Ryan at A&E Manufacturing for helping me out with that. These are the Ice Pick Minis. We sold a lot of these this month. There'll be more available. It's obviously too late to get them probably for Christmas, but if you ordered them and they're on back order, they're shipping out this week. I sent several hundred for the back ordered ones, so hopefully you'll get them before Christmas. There is a very special one on eBay right now as we speak. It's one with knurling on it. It's not this one, but it is another one, which is at the house. The Ice Pick Minis. A lot of people requested them, and they're doing very well. And the regular ice picks and the twisted ice picks. Me and Brett have been kicking major ass. We're making a lot of them, so they'll soon be available if they're not available today or tomorrow. Anyway, we're making them, and we're making a lot of them. Thank you for buying them. Now that I finally have shelter from the storm, I could actually work on the Chevy inside, leave my tools laid out and old around each project I'm working on with the car. In the past, I never really did much because I had to work in the grass and sit on my butt in the gravel. So now that I'm covered, things are going better. A lot more pleasurable to work on a car like this inside. I'll probably Instagram about it more than anything, so if you're not on my Instagram, go check it out. You'll see updates on the car and the few other winter projects I'm working on. My new Lowe's video is well underway this week. Brett and I are building this garden tool shed. It's going to be a fun one. This place to keep my shovels and my lawnmowers going in the yard. Building it inside because it's so blustery out. If we build it inside and then do like a little Benny Hill segment of the video where we just put it together outside. So I'm building it modularly. It's going to come all apart. It's been been a crazy few weeks. One fun thing I got to do, I went to an event put on by Krazy Glue, and I got to meet the Mountain. He was there to try and prove that Krazy Glue cannot be broken. One drop of Krazy Glue holds 1,000 pounds.
Let's hear it for Thor. Let's hear it for Krazy Glue. He's got his grip. The belt is on. He is lifted. He has lifted. He has deadlifted.
And they put on all these displays and tried to break apart these Krazy Glue joints, and he wasn't able to do it. He lifted like 400 pounds of ice and 700 pounds of humans all lined up on a bench. It was a lot of fun. I got excited about Krazy Glue, and when I got home, I had a bunch of ideas for tips. And now for your viewing pleasure, my Krazy Glue tips video. The Blacksmith class that happened in November. We realized probably the first couple of weeks in November a little too cold, so we moved the Blacksmith class inside, and it was a lot of fun working in the new building. It was just great energy. You know, this building has been a vision of mine for a really long time, and with the help of these few classes, it's really brought the spirit that Taylor and I envisioned to life. And thank you, Rory, for teaching this class again. Rory, it's great to have Rory around. He's just such a wealth of knowledge. If you don't know Rory, go check out his channel. He's a very cool dude. He's very skilled, and he's a great teacher. So Rory, thank you for coming all the way to New York to teach class and help us make new friends. I'm going to take this opportunity to announce Taylor put up 10 or 12 classes on the website. Taylor is the producer of these events, and she will be answering your questions and your emails. I'm just a hired talent, along with several talented teachers, including Jody and JD and Tracy again, and Seven Amore, the guys who did the tintype class. And Rory's coming back, and we're teaching 2 other blacksmithing classes with Zach and Cliff and Alex from England. Please go check the list out, and if you have any questions, just email the link, and it'll take you directly to Taylor. She'll answer all your questions from April till October next year. I brought the canoe to Filson. Their store is so jam-packed with props and merchandise. They said, can you take it back and we'll plan another event for you to take it to Boston. So I know I kind of gave everybody a bum steer saying the canoe was going to live in New York City because that was the plan. But once we brought it there, we realized there really wasn't enough room because there was like a group of people that decorated the store and a group of people that hired me, and they never really talked. The store is a beautiful store in New York City, the Filson store. Go check it out. I would like to introduce my friend Kevin Lizotte. Kevin's doing really well on Instagram, and he finally has his first video up. His channel is up and going. His link to his channel will be down below. Here's a little interview with Kevin. We spent some time together over Thanksgiving.
This is my workshop. This is where I make whatever I feel like making, if it's a table or a chair or a lamp or an X-Acto Sharpie. I work at GE Aviation, so my full-time job is being a machinist, making tools and dies and fixtures to actually make parts to make jet engines.
Right.
So, and then that's what I do for work, and that's what pays for my hobby, which is also machining, just at home.
That's cool. Like, do you even know what the parts you're working on? Say we're working on like the new F-15, or you just get something and they say make that?
It's just a little of both. Sometimes if it's a specific gauge or tool, you know, I'll know what engine line it's for. Sometimes it's repairing broken fixtures or gauges. Sometimes it's making brand new ones. Sometimes you're working with designers or engineers to come up with a new solution. So that's really my favorite. That's
Oh
when
yes,
you really
problem
get to
solving.
use-
That's what we've been doing here.
Yeah, making something that doesn't exist yet is really the fun thing.
Tell me a little bit about how the YouTube community has inspired you.
Quite a lot. I mean, there's all these other people who are like me, who make things, who have ideas, who just want to explore. So watching other people do that is inspiring to me. Seeing other people's motivation and drive, even if it's not for exactly the same thing. Like, I could watch a woodworker who's just as passionate about woodworking as I am about machining. It's not the same thing, but I can still appreciate the passion in it. Seeing other people's way of thinking, other people's methods of problem solving can contribute to what you're doing, even if it's not the same thing.
Good point.
And it's cool to meet people too, that like just friends I've met at Jimmy's place, and
You're going to start your channel soon.
pretty soon.
You get a little help from Graz.
A little bit of help from Graz, yeah.
I'm twice your age, more than twice your age, and I know that I've learned a tremendous amount from hanging around with you, and I think you have a lot to share. So
Oh, thank you, man.
I think it's important that you share what you know with the
Yep.
world.
I've been starting to do that on Instagram, and it's been rewarding to see other people appreciate what I make or say, oh, that's a great idea, or I never
Yeah.
thought of that. So I definitely get the value of that, and I know YouTube is just the next step of expanding that. So thank you for the inspiration, man.
You're welcome. Thanks for teaching me. So that was Kevin, and also check out Derek from Malden. My good buddy Derek from Malden, who I went to Maker Central with last year, and I will be traveling to again this year. Derek finally has his channel up too. So Derek, Kevin, congratulations, guys. I'm very proud of you. And everybody go check them out. Support them. Give them the thumbs up. You saw my stories from Thanksgiving. I spent Thanksgiving with my buddy Joe Ryder. Joe's got an amazing welding shop. He's a lifelong TIG welder, and he's got a lot of experience. And when I was in his shop, he had these cool tubes. I said, what are these for? He goes, oh, these carry my TIG rod. And so I immediately went on Amazon while I was in his shop, and I ordered 12 of them. And it was a quick, fast, down and dirty project. And here's just a 2-minute build video of me building my TIG rod holder cart. Joe, thank you for the insight and years of experience and the tips. Thank you, buddy. You guys know I mentioned the Samurai Carpenter a couple weeks ago. He is creating a website called The Maker's Mob, and it is online courses by him and currently John Peters. And I will soon be joining the crew there, probably sometime in January. My first course is going to be a step-by-step, in-depth approach to the canoe project as a beginning canoe maker. I'm going to do some in-depth voiceovers, and I'm going to take you through my build process and some of the tips and tricks that I learned and some of my personal experiences and the takeaway from building my first canoe. So that's going to be my first series on the Maker Mob. And here's Jesse to talk a little bit about it.
So for all you guys watching Jimmy's video, we're launching a school for Jimmy. That way you guys will have even more access to all the crazy stuff going on inside his brain. And you'll also have the opportunity, once you become members of his school, you'll have the opportunity to access all of my content as well. So make sure you click that link down in the description box or up in the corner. That way you can get on the wait list and you'll be notified the moment Jimmy's school goes live in the first few weeks of 2019. Look forward to connecting with you, Jimmy, and I also look forward to connecting with all of your people inside the Maker's Mob. Until then, guys, Samurai out.
Since we last got together, I got several new tools. I've acquired some machines. First up is my brand new printing press. I'm so excited for this beautiful piece of machinery. It was given to me by Alan Wheeler. Alan, thank you so much. I'm gonna make you proud. I'm gonna take care of this beautiful machine. Alan's owned this machine for the last 55 years, and he restored it in 1962, 1963, and now he's passing it to me. And I'm very, very proud to have this machine. He's done such a beautiful, meticulous job maintaining it. One of the first jobs I printed on it, I'm printing Wintergotten's poster for his new marble machine, and I'm going to send them out to him, and then he's going to distribute them. Big thank you to my buddy Chris Cash. He met me there, and he helped me load up, and he actually took some of the overflow, because Alan gave me everything in his shop. Everything. I mean, typefaces, several different types of printing presses, but this was the crown jewel, was the big press. So, Chris, thank you very much for coming there and meeting me. I got a call about 2 weeks ago from Gary over at Pratt Institute. Gary, thank you very much for thinking of me. He said, this machine is a little buggy. They need some space. So he said, let's give it to DiResta. He'll fiddle with it. He'll take it. And so I did. And the machine seems to be running fine. I blew out the motor really well, and it seems to be running good. This is a 20-inch dual disc sander made by Oliver in the 50s. 3-phase, 2 horsepower. Guys, thank you for thinking of me. I'll take good care of it. So I was on eBay a couple of weeks ago looking for forges, and I found a company called Devil's Forge. And I wrote to them and I bought a burner. I became friendly with whoever was answering the emails, and they suggested that maybe they make me a custom one. I give them a little trade out on the channel. And I said, sure, why not? I want a forge. And so I did that. And you could check out Devil's Forges. Affordable. They're amazing affordable products. And there's plenty of different versions available on eBay. I think one of my first projects is I'm going to cast a bell. I'm going to cast a brass bell from bullet shells. So that's going to be my first project. I'm saying it out loud here so nobody could steal it unless somebody already did it. But that's going to be my first project I want to do. So guys over at Devil's Forge, thank you so much. I'm very, 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 very honored that you would give me this machine with my name on it. They insisted on monogramming it. So thank you very much. Thank you everybody for the wonderful gifts, guys. Can't thank you enough. I'm just, I don't know what to say. I just thank you so much for everything you send me and for the support and love. It's just so nice. So thank you. The building update, I got busy. Patrick, my main electrician, got busy, but now things have picked up again. We got the panels all in place, ready for inspection, ready to be connected to the main grid. Probably have some electric fairly soon. Winter rolled in really quick. I have to finish the installation. I think that little window between Christmas and New Year's is going to give me an opportunity to do a lot of work in the in the building. So I'm looking forward to that. That's usually my week off, to just do nothing. I'm going to do that. I'm going to work in the building. But in the meantime, I get to work here, so there's no super rush. And with all the delays, my friends over at Big Ass Fans wanted to know what was going on, and I just wanted to mention a thank you to Big Ass Fans for giving me the Big Ass fans that are going to go in the ceiling. And as soon as the electric is set up, we're going to set up the Big Ass fans. We got held up. Everything got slowed down. The winter came in so quickly, we kind of got caught off guard, and everything got pushed back. So Big Ass Fans, thank you very much. I'm going to make you proud. I promise. My buddy Hobie Smith that works over at Cargo Glide came over and we installed a Cargo Glide in my truck, and it is a life-changing experience. This is a cool product to have in your truck, because someone like me that just lets the back of his truck fill up with junk, this forces me to keep it organized, but it also helps me get at all the stuff that's way up in the front, because I never want to do the belly crawl to the front of the thing underneath the canvas cover. It's no man's land. There's mushrooms growing up there. There's like old empty bottles. It's horrible. But now with the Cargo Glide, everything's going to stay neat. I'm going to pull things out. And by me picking up that big sander proved that you could still pick up heavy equipment, and it actually came in handy because we were able to pull the Cargo Glide out up to the forklift. It is a key piece of equipment that I think I'm going to grow to love more than I already do. And the guys at Iron Cross Bumpers also set me up through my buddies over at Cargo Glide. So the guys at Iron Cross Bumpers gave me some really cool bumpers, and I'm going to kind of get into the truck mod game a little bit with my truck, and we're talking about doing a whole nother project where we mod up this whole truck. And Cargo Glide is probably going to make my flip table. We're going to make the flip table to really be available. So they have a huge factory, huge facility out west, and we're talking about manufacturing the flip table. You guys remember the metal flip table I made a few weeks ago? So we'll see where that goes. Few announcements. I'm going to Maker Central in springtime in May. A lot of new people going to Maker Central this year, so it's going to be it's probably going to be a real fun time. A lot of new YouTubers and a lot of people that regret they didn't make it last year coming this year. So it's going to be one hell of a time with a lot of cool new people. So if you're on the fence, I highly recommend you go check out Maker Central, and it's a good vacation and it's a good reason to go to Europe. And in other news, I'm officially announcing a podcast. We have our first episode in the can, and we're waiting to get published through Anchor Podcast. It's a podcast with me, Andrew from Blacksmith Tools, and Eric from Hand Tool Rescue. And all we're going to talk about is antique tools and finding them and restoring them and using them. The name of the podcast is the Fits All Podcast. Fits All is the name of an old wrench. We appropriated the name Fits All to name our podcast. So thank you for joining me. I will let you know more about the podcast as it gets published. I guess that's it. Have a happy new year. Have a wonderful Christmas. Happy holidays. See you in 2019. Thank you all very much for another wonderful year. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you to everybody that is watching this video, and thank you to everybody that has subscribed to me and supported me here and on Patreon and Instagram and everywhere else. I owe everybody a big debt of gratitude. Thank you.